which is what makes it unbelievable.
That's all it is.
Oh my God, I could listen to
It's a music video.
Okay,
The whole movie?
Yeah.
Yeah,
it's a visual album.
I just picked up on something. You haven't seen Rocky 4, correct?
No.
Yeah, I didn't think so.
I saw the first one. Rocky 1. Or just Rocky.
Yeah, Rocky 4, as Cece mentioned. My dream
Is
in life.
Ivan Drago the best Rocky villain?
For me, yes, because I rank Rocky 4 above every. Like, the diehard Rocky fans would be like, oh, it's so commercial. You shouldn't put Rocky 4 above every.
Rocky 4 is awesome.
Rocky 4 is amazing.
I don't care what they talking about.
Rocky 4 is amazing. Whether it's the training scene, the compare and contrast with them in Russia.
Oh, yeah.
Right, where Rocky's training with, like, tree trunks.
And he's on top of the mountain. Drago.
Yeah, and then Drago has all this high-tech stuff. Or the scene where he's in the car driving after Apollo Creed dies, and he's so upset, obviously.
Spoiler alert.
You think by me saying Apollo Creed dies, is it? I need to put a spoiler alert on that?
I've never seen it.
2025.
I never saw it.
Michael B. Jordan did 3 movies as his son living after the dad dies.
I didn't know that.
I needed to put a spoiler alert on Apollo Creed in a movie dying?
Guess I don't need to watch it now.
The movie's 40 years old, Smalls. What are you
Some
talking
of us, for some of us, it's brand new.
Did you guys know that Stallone did a director's cut in like 2020 of Rocky 4?
I did not.
I did not
It's
know that.
awesome. You got to watch it. It's on, I think, Prime.
Okay.
It's so good.
Where he just talks through the scenes and stuff?
No, he recut the whole movie.
Oh, he recut
Like,
it?
Yeah, he added new stuff in there that wasn't in the movie previously and changed a bunch of stuff. It's great.
Like extra montages?
He extended the car driving montage.
Oh, it's great.
Oh, I love video. One of the reasons, like, I'm actually relatively new to Instagram, which at Evco Radio, if you want to follow me. One of the things that I like about it is you can create video montages. Like, I don't know how to edit video and put music to it except on Instagram, and I love that. One of my, like, I had 3 or 4 dreams in life. To do what we're doing, so check. To be a pizza delivery guy, which my parents didn't allow me to because it was their car.
There's still time.
Right?
There's still time.
I would consider doing that for sure. To coach basketball or to score movies. Like, I would love to create, and Rocky 4 probably subconsciously was one of the biggest inspirations. It had to have been, right?
Doubt.
Hoosiers, Rudy, all these things. Remember the
Great
Titans?
movies.
Just all these sports movies that had great music alongside of them. We are Unsportsmanlike, presented by Progressive Insurance. Progressive Insurance offers 24/7 protection when you bundle home, auto, and motorcycle. Learn more at Progressive.com. Something interesting happened when I said, could we potentially have an AFC Championship preview this weekend? I suggested, and I'm not saying it's going to happen, but I just simply put out there that a division leader through 8 games and a team that's won 6 of 9 to start the season could match up in an AFC title game. And you both kind of gave me a look, like, what? Is Pittsburgh against the Chargers not a huge game? Is that not possibly a playoff matchup? Are we writing both teams off as potentially making a run? Before we even dive into the game, because you guys kind of batted an eye at me hyping up this game this weekend, is this not that big of a game for you both? You don't believe in either of these teams right now?
Well, the reason why I don't believe in the Chargers is because of injury. The offensive line is in shambles. I get that they traded for failed first-round pick Trevor Penning from the New Orleans Saints, but I don't think that's going to be enough, man. It's hard to overcome injuries to both of your starting tackles to keep them out for extended periods of time. And so the fact that Justin Herbert has been running for his life, the most contacted quarterback in the NFL this season, gives me a little bit of cause for pause. Now, my feelings about the Pittsburgh Steelers are a little bit different because I thought this was a flawed roster coming into the season. I thought they were nuts for betting on a 40-plus-year-old Aaron Rodgers to come in and save the day. Now, to their credit, they've been better than what I thought they'd be. But I still look at them as one of the most vulnerable division leaders through the first half of the season that we currently have. So, yeah, I don't know that I look at either one of these teams and think conference championship game. I just don't think that they have what it takes to get there.
Yeah, I'm worried about the injuries with the Chargers as well, but with the Steelers, it feels like we've been forecasting them losing this division lead for weeks now.
Yeah.
And even though Aaron Rodgers has been better than we all anticipated, the defense has not. I know the game versus the Colts is the one that's freshest in our mind, but this Pittsburgh Steelers defense is not a typical Mike Tomlin Pittsburgh Steelers defense if you look at the numbers. They are 30th in yards allowed. 30th. When have you heard that about a Steelers defense? It hasn't been a while. They finished outside the top 20 in yards allowed only twice in Mike Tomlin's 18 seasons. So I don't really believe in the defense. I don't necessarily think the offense is humming at a rate that I would expect to see for an AFC championship team. And with the Chargers, while I believe in Harbaugh and Herbert, I just don't know if they have the pieces to get there.
Listen, the Pittsburgh Steelers have been feasting off of turnovers on that defensive side of the ball, right? They've got 16 takeaways, second in the NFL. They only have one win against a team that didn't turn the football over against them, and that was the Cleveland Browns, who was starting Dylan Gabriel. So I don't know how much stock I can put in the Pittsburgh Steelers defense being able to replicate the turnover luck that we've seen week to week. Mm-hmm. And so that's why I don't necessarily believe in them as a title contender, and that's why I think there's a chance that the Baltimore Ravens can catch them for the division. I still think that is entirely on the table.
Let me throw a curveball. I don't believe that either of you would change your view of the Chargers if they beat the Steelers, because I don't think either of you, clearly based on your comments, believe the Steelers are some juggernaut team. That said, what if the Steelers beat the Chargers and they have back-to-back wins against Indianapolis and the Chargers, two playoff teams? They create some level of separation, or at least lack of games to be played to catch up against the Ravens. At that point, does it change your mind a little bit?
Well, I think you just hit the nail on the head. With each week that passes, if they can hold serve, maintaining at least a 2-game division lead on the Baltimore Ravens, then I feel a little bit better about the Steelers. But here's the reality of the situation. They still got 2 games against Baltimore.
Right.
So Baltimore controls their own destiny when it comes to that matchup. And even though Mike Tomlin has had Lamar Jackson's number, again, if it's a situation where the AFC North is going to be on the line in those 2 games, I don't feel great about the Pittsburgh Steelers' chances of being able to best Lamar Jackson. I just don't.
So they go to 6-3. They would have back-to-back wins against those 2 teams. They would have the only, assuming, regardless of what happens this weekend, it's probably unlikely that this is going to change. They would have the only plus differential in the whole division, and you're going to still question them.
Yes.
You too?
Yes, because I think that speaks more to the state of the division than it does my confidence in the Pittsburgh Steelers.
That's why. So Steelers and Chargers, Sunday Night Football. Neither team probably did enough around the trade deadline. I'm saying I think this is a big game. These 2 teams could hypothetically meet up in the playoffs. And what you both are saying is neither team will change your opinion about them with the win against the other team.
Will it for you?
Yeah, I think if the Steelers beat the Chargers on the road, I understand it's not a dominant home crowd, but it's them physically traveling and changing up a routine, etc.
West Coast.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, I think that I will then say, as much as I thought the Steelers blew it with that Thursday night loss, I'm back on the idea that the Steelers are going to win this division. Because you beat those 2 teams in a row. Those are competent teams. Those are good football teams. Those are 2 good wins in a row. I would, I guess, change my thought process. I would no longer entertain the idea of Baltimore winning the division.
But what would make this Steelers team different from last year's Steelers team?
The rest of the division. That doesn't answer the question you asked.
No,
but that is the default answer I have. Is that I don't feel like anyone else is competing with them. So even if they do fall apart, they may be enough ahead where they could collapse and still win the division.
Okay, so this is just strictly a conversation about division, because I thought we started with one of these teams being in the conference championship game.
Yeah, I would pick the Chargers more likely than the Steelers if I had to do that.
That's what I'm basing it off of.
Definitely, but that's why I'm saying if the Steelers win this weekend and they beat the Chargers,
you think that you can go to the place of entertaining the Steelers getting to the conference championship game?
No, I can
That's my point.
Yeah, I can entertain the place of them doing something that we didn't think they were going to do, which is win a singular playoff game.
Okay.
Because they're beating playoff teams.
Okay.
If I've seen it with this group, maybe I could see it again. All right. That may not be the game of the weekend. What is the game of the weekend is the Brady Bowl. We will get to that next. We're on Sportsmanlike, presented by
you.